podcast to record beforehand. Will you guys allow me to get a bit salty at myself for a second? I still can't believe I accidentally hit that pause button. It's going to be a really easy fix in editing. All I have to do is cut out the music that was in between the intro for the song and the outro of the song. And then when I do that, I'll be able to just insert the song right in there and it'll be fine. But it's still just one of those tiny little, why did I do that sort of things, right? So... And for those of you that are watching the VOD, because I always make these Let's Plays into VODs, what I'm talking about is that whenever I was recording the monthly music mix-up this time, I accidentally shuddered a little bit because I always have my finger over the touch screen of the iPad so I can turn songs on and off when it's time because I can't do it any other way. But I had my finger on the button, and then I had one of my little shudder moments. Epilepsy. It's a stupid thing. But I had one of my shudder moments. And as a result of said shudder moment, it made me stop a song not even mid-song. It was about to end. That was the annoying part. If it had waited about a couple of seconds, I would have been perfectly fine. But it didn't. So, yeah. Okay, so here we are. We made our way here. There's something going on with this cave, and there were some skeletons outside of it the last time we were playing. I'm going to go ahead and do that, just because let's be ready. Let's be ready for whatever stuff happens to be going on inside this here cave, shall we? We'll take our salt out on screwing up something out on skeletons or whatever happens to be in here. How about that? Random pickaxe, wine bottles. Yeah, because this is an old mine that they had problems with, I think. Wasn't that the... Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can... No, I cannot. Okay, we got a Draugr. That's the first sign of problems. They're using each other's bodies. That's efficient. Use each other's bodies whenever the other one falls. Ooh. Get over it. Also, did I just get a disease? That happened. gonna have to jump down there, aren't we? 'Cause I don't see any other way to deal with this. Down we go. Yep. Okay. Carry on. Oh dear. Well, that doesn't fill you with confidence, now does it?
Wolf Queen, hear our call and awaken. We summon Potema. We summon Potema. Long have you slept the dreamless sleep of death, Potema. No longer. Hear us, Wolf Queen. We summon you. We summon Potema.
Ooh, wish I could have had a bigger army for something like this. Okay, how am I gonna get down there? How am I gonna get up there? None of them saw me. Lovely. Oh, there's the Draugr.
You think you stand a chance?
There's Lydia. Seriously, if Lydia is not around when I need her.
Going to enjoy killing you.
Behind this dang rock. Oh, there you are. Took you long enough. Also, where'd you legitimately come from? Oh, oh, well, there was that. Yeah. Okay, fine. So there was a way down. I just decided to be complicated. Don't you hate it when you do that? So I came down from here. Yeah, I'm over here.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm! Blood of the innocent binds you, Wolf Queen.
Oh dear.
Summon with words
I'm
thou
trying to take control of it.
What? What are you doing? You fool! You cannot bind me to your will.
Shoot. This This isn't gonna be good for anybody. Any being that can be summoned and then you try to bind it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I've played enough D&D to know that never freaking works.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
There is.
Over here!
You're a full-blown good necromancer here. Oh, good lord, a bunch of them. Okay, fine. Sorry. Can't let that happen. Shortcut time. Oh, is that something Daedric, I assume? It's bound to be what it was. It's the problem. There's so much Elder Scrolls lore that I really just... I don't have the ability to remember it all. Can't run. Of course I can't. There we go. Whoop. Haha. Okay, good. The Steed Stone ability allows you to carry an iron and will not be slowed down by your armor. Huh. Interesting. Okay. The bones of those I have slain. Gotta love glitches. Let's see here. Then I turn it in at Solitude. should have just fast traveled to the castle, shouldn't I have? It's the next city I've got to go to in the main storyline. I'm just doing some side quests right now because I can't help myself anytime I go into a new city. Side quest! The whole goal of me playing this on stream is to beat this game, and I keep on going through side quest. Too fun. Just too fun.
You've returned. Good. What did you find at Wolf Skull Cave? Potema herself? Please tell me you stopped them. You've done a larger service to the realm than you could possibly know. A resurrected Potema. I shudder at the thought. May the gods watch over your back. Absolutely not. That wing has been... Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left
Fuck,
buried
you know
away.
I'll be careful.
I'll make an exception for you, but do not bring anything out when you leave. Too many dark deeds transpired in those halls.
I figured. I gained his trust, which meant that I could get into the wing using that. Okay.
Anyone with a stout heart like yours is welcome
Okay.
here.
Let's go into the wing, shall we? This mysterious forbidden wing that we know nothing about. Because, yeah, we are genuinely getting into the part of the game now where I don't know anything. Because this is the part where I always got distracted. Whew. Cobwebs. Ooh.
Marty, Kelly, my dear.
Oh, I couldn't. It goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance, sing, smile, grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sport. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well then, if you're going to be like that, Perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
Okay.
How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two.
Wait, where are we?
Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time?
Who are you talking to?
Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, oh, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed!
I'm here to deliver a message.
Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Ah, those are my favorites.
You're kooky.
Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message?
I was asked to retrieve you from your vacation.
Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim. The Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley! The talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here.
I'm afraid I don't know, sir.
Wrong! Actually, you do, sort of. I am a part of you, little mortal. I'm a shadow in your subconscious, a blemish on your fragile little psyche. You know me, you just don't know it. Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness.
We got a
at your
Daedric
service.
Prince on our hands. Fantastic. So does that mean you're to leave or not?
Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right. I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On
There
one
it comes.
condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that.
Okay, what's the catch?
Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius the Third. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabachak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
Use the Wabbajack to escape from Pelagius's mind.
I'm busy doing the fish stick. A very delicate state of mind.
see what you actually do, because I have a feeling it's a complete and utter rip. You're not gonna let me even access all my... Yeah, it's cut everything off from me to where I'm gonna have to get through this before.
You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age.
Always love mental metaphors.
All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Oh, that woke him up.
Here we go!
Or not. I generally don't know what to do with that yet.
Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Ah! Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius's anger. Ah, but his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance. Here we go! Here we go! Here! Wonderfully done. Here we go. This is finally ready to love him. Give up, Wyatt.
I'm all ears. Huh?
think I got that part taken care of for now.
Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your wabaja to defeat the enemy, or they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out! With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you helped him out, sort of. And we're that much closer to home. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very
Self-loathing
delicate state
conquered.
of mind.
Paranoia abolished.
Mortal? Insufferable. Yes, yes, you're entirely brilliant. Conquering madness and all that. Blah, 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 blah. But you're not done yet! And you can still die.
This is the one with the dreams that I've still got to figure.
a crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time.
There we go. Completely insane. And don't get me started on all the possible metaphors of all that meaning.
Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of
I've done it
mind.
to fix Pelagius's mind.
Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. Ah, but no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. They've been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim the Third, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes? Check. Beard? Check. Luggage? Luggage? Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, a little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha! Ta-ta!
That was bizarre. Oh well, at least I survived. Survive an encounter with the Daedic Prince. I think you're feeling good after that. There we go. Let's get out of this crazy place. But where was the door? I've genuinely lost the ever-loving door out of here. I'm also sardonic today, it would appear. It's... Yeah, because that was going up. Yeah, not happening. I genuinely don't know where I came from. Okay. Currently facing the direction I should, in theory, be going unless... Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'm supposed to go all the way up there and stuff. Maybe I caught a bit of the crazy. You know, hang out in the same area as a Daedric Prince, blah, blah, blah. There we are. Wonder what that weapon genuinely does outside of that dream state, though. I'll check it whenever we get through the door. Also need to find a shop to sell some stuff.
Do you have business with the court? Anyone with a stout heart?
Okay, so... Okay, guys, you're gonna scoff at me. I told you this time would come eventually. Let's go to the Bard's College. Then once we figure out what the Bard's College could do for us, if anything, then we can get on our main storyline again. Solitude's just a big flippin' city. So I need to find the weapon shop and sell stuff.
The master vocalist.
So the Bard's College is right here. But I do need to... Let's see if I can try to make my way all the way there, shall I? Because the Blue Palace is here. Which had a side road somewhere. That's that part. Okay, I figured it out. Okay. Linking Skeever. That's where you get the potion ingredients.
Perhaps you could spare it.
Bits and pieces. I don't think I walked in there last time.
Viren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. Huh. You know, you've got a certain fire in your eyes. Just like my Beerend. Please, feel free to look around. We've got a bit of everything. No, that was an ugly affair. High King Torig's death has turned the whole town on its head. Between you and me, he wasn't even that good a king. All of those rambling speeches about the Empire this and the Empire that.
Who is Bertrand? Or Baron,
Baron's
rather.
my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
What have you got for sale?
Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Okay, so yeah, they sell arrows and stuff like that, which means that I can take mine and sell them as well. A blast from the Wabberjack with an unpredictable effect. I only need one. Oh, good lord, no wonder.
Come back to bits and pieces.
I'm still
anytime.
wearing all that. Shoot. Need to fix that immediately. There we go. That's better. Back to myself. Ooh. No, let's not intrude on someone's personal, shall we? Just yet. There is a temptation to do that one quest, because again, here's the funny thing. I always go with my own actual morality when it comes to these things. But I'm a character, so I could totally do something that's slightly off. So that guy telling me to put the light out in the lighthouse, I could do it in the game, and knowing Skyrim, there would actually be consequences. So it makes me kind of stick to my guns on that one. I'm not going to do the lighthouse thing. As curious as I am to see how it unfolds, I'm not doing the lighthouse thing.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may
I'd
I
like
help
to.
you?
I'm looking to apply for the college.
Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard.
What do you need me to do?
Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago.
And that's where I come in?
Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem.
Okay. Has the war affected your college much?
Not much, but as a bard, I find the whole affair depressing. There are no heroes in this war, no winners to be had, and no real conclusion. If you want something a bard can dig into, look to the dragons. 1,000 years from now, Skyrim will have changed rulers dozens of times, but the return of the dragons, that story is once in an era.
What do you know about dragons?
Not much, to be honest. Their return was a shock to us all. Gerard Germain has some tomes about them in the library, if you're interested.
Why did Elsif forbid the festival?
As you may be aware, Elisif's husband, High King Torig, was recently killed. Elisif mourns her husband deeply, and she feels that a festival that burns a king in effigy is distasteful. I tried to convince her the festival is many centuries old and celebrates solitude, but I need proof. I believe King Olaf's verse will provide that proof.
So what is the Poetic Edda?
I think Giraud here would give you the best explanation of both it and the history of King Olaf's verse. You should speak to him about it. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time. Good to meet a prospective bard.
Firmo said you could teach me about the Poetic Edda.
He's sending you after King Olaf's verse, then? That's good. We shouldn't leave it lying around now that I figured out where it is. The verse was Svafnir's contribution to the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim.
Tiny
Each
text.
bard adds to the Edda in his or her time.
So King Olaf's verse is a lost part of the Edda.
And a very ancient one. The verse criticized the reigning King Olaf. He was so incensed the bard was put to death and all the copies burned. At least, that's what we thought until I translated some ancient texts a year or so ago. We now believe King Olaf buried the truth with the bard. If I'm right, Svafnir and King Olaf's verse lie in Dead Men's Respite, along with the burial chamber of King Olaf himself.
Why's everyone running to, on a side note?
Be careful. You might find more than just King Olaf's verse in Dead Man's Respite.
Dead Man's Respite. Where's the nearest place for me? Robber's Gorge. Yeah, let's go to Robber's Gorge and then we can find Dead Man's Respite from there. Wait, that means that entire necromancer thing that we went through, I managed to survive without armor on. Huh. And I looked a bit pompish running through that place. They'd be like, who the heck is this guy disturbing our ritual? I do have clairvoyance equipped. Good job. There we go. Okay. Want me to do that, are you? Oh, I'll just crisscross my way right over this bridge. Yep, I'll have to go around and stuff. I don't think I can actually rely on clairvoyance for this one. I'm just going to have to use instinct. Woo!
Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack! Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack! Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack! Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack!
I've got the Wabbajack on me, so this is what's going on.
Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack!
Okay. It scared the ever-loving crap out of me. Let's see what this sucker does then, if she's asking for it.
Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack!
Oh, it turned her into a rabbit. I'll be danged. I'm gonna have to get rid of that freaking Wabbajack, I have a feeling. But for now... Oh, great. Dragon time! Actually, he's using flames, so why in the world would I arm myself with flames against him? You kidding me? Go fine. Get your butt down here. Ah. Really well. Come on! Gotcha. Oh. Need to find some more words of power. This is getting ridiculous. This random dragon just showing up everywhere, not having any consideration for a guy's adventure. I don't even know which way I'm going now. This way. So did I have not. That's why I keep on getting over encumbered. I need to sell those dragon bits that I got last time from somebody, because I can't grab any of those dragon bits because of that. Put away my sword so nobody gets scared. Okay, so yeah, it's a grabber. everything. Yeah. Ooh, I kicked him this time. Instead of a judo chop like I normally do, I kicked him. Dead man's respite. We have arrived. Yes, Lydia. We're about to go into it.
Huh?
Ruby Dragon Claw. I'll be needing that. No, they don't want me to have it, obviously. Speaking of finding words of power, usually whenever there's Dragon Claw involved, there's also a word of power involved. So, ha! I might find me one I want. Whew. Book, pretty soul gem. This is going to be one of those. Okay. You know this all the time. Yep. So. This whole time I had always thought that it was a pretty soul gem, and I'm starting to think that every single one of those I ever read was actually a petty soul gem. Yeah, for the time being, I'll save that up. Two of them. Yeah, let's just pull that chain right back, shall we? This is one of those I'm getting lost in. Telling me I missed something, so. It's telling me like I need to, because yeah, it's all the way up there. It's like I'm missing something down there. To the right. I mean, am I supposed to drop down into that? You know what? Let's take a chance. It'll be 18 if... I'll be danged. That was the way the whole dang time. Okay. I'm silly. Skeever, where is it? There it is.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Ah, there you are. Oh, just got more complex. Look at this. Lost a little bit of blood on that one, huh, Lydia? Source barrier, huh? Yep. Or no. Okay. You are still there, so there's still more to do. Ooh. Hello. It's censored! It's friggin' censored. Well, we're gonna have problems. Oh dear. Oh. Okay. Okay, the ruby one is what it is, I think. Ruby dragon claw, yeah. Wolf, bird, wolf. Yep. Following his spirit.
Olaf, it is time.
We are assisting his spirit right now. I kind of like this. Stay down.
Arise, Olaf. My vengeance is at hand.
Oh dear. There he is. I assume that's Olaf. No fair, you get a skeleton while he doesn't. Oh dear.
Insolent rat. Die.
Whoa! Holy crap! King Olaf had shout powers. Dag nabbit. Where'd my sword go? My ever-loving freaking sword. Where'd you go? I was around here. Well, I'm gonna search the king anyway. King Olaf's treasure key as well. Haha. Now, Let's get this word of power, then we can actually see stuff. Fury, whirlwind sprint. There you are. Got my steel sword back. That's kind of deadly powerful in this freaking game. Okay, yeah, whirlwind sprint gets fury if I add on to that. So that's just an add-on to whirlwind sprint. Gotcha. Figured with the treasury key I'd get that. Okay, search. Orcish Sword of Ice. Target takes 15 points frost damage to health and stamina. Ooh! And it gets more damage than my... Interesting. We have given a bard his rest. That I'm quite happy to have done. Oh, and here we are, right at the front door again. Lovely. Oh, you're good, Wabbit. You're good, Wabbit. We started the stream today. You've reminded me I need to pull the chat up on the tablet because that's far away and I couldn't read it. So, but no, you're good, Wabbit. Chat. There we go. Now I'll be able to see you guys. But yeah, you're good. Yeah, and I know. I wish I could have gone to Nerdtacular too. I've never gone to one before because it's, all the way in Utah. And it's just one of those trips where it would require a plane and I can't really, So I'm right there with you, Wabbit. I wish I could have gone to Nerdtacular as well. So yeah. Did some interesting things while you weren't here too, so I hope you find that entertaining. But yeah. It was one of those podcasting days anyway, so I started with a triple M. Oh yeah, it's only a 12-hour drive from Portland. Hey, if you want to take a 12-hour drive, more power to you. Me? Not so much. I did do the Jabberwocky. I suspect I got to get rid of the Jabberwocky too, because I had a mad woman show up and I turned her into a rabbit. So that's the thing. Yeah, the palace is right beside the Bard's College, so. At least she was a wabbit, exactly, yeah. There we go. And there's the punchline we were all waiting for right there. I am planning on watching some of the Nerdtacular streams as well. I've got a reminder, in fact, set for myself for the 2 times that they're going to do the Battles of the Frog Pants All-Stars. I always love some trivia, so people that I like doing trivia, yeah, that doubles it for me. So definitely going to be one of those things, especially since Justin Robert Young is so competitive. Whatever, yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm up to level 10. I just got it a couple of minutes ago, maybe. Items, because I know I will forget this if I don't go ahead and do it.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
My DM in one of my Dungeons and Dragons games, by the way, made this joke.
Falk Firebeard at the Blue Palace. Ooh, you've got friends in high places. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
But he made a guy exactly like the courier show up in our D&D match and gave me a letter and said the whole line that the courier says whenever he hands you stuff. I laughed my head off at it. It was beautiful. And he did this on purpose because he knows I'm playing through this right now. So, oh, Action News is fully funded now? Fantastic. I mean, it happened that way last time whenever he did the Contender at Nerdtacular, so I'm not exactly surprised, but I'm happy that it has, which means I'm waiting for my copy to come in, because I was one of those people. So, Action News looks like it's going to be fun. It looks like they took the Contender and did that framework and worked even better with it to give something even more chaotic and insane and fun. So, yeah, totally. I gave it a plug on the Triple M, too, so they'll get more funding if they need it. So, no one around. Good. Okay, I'll just pull this. Okay, yeah, it's a normal sword. I had to make sure it wasn't a great sword, or otherwise I was screwing over my style.
Ah, you've returned. How goes the
I found
task
King
I
Olaf's
gave you?
verse.
I have to admit, I didn't think it would actually be there. Now, let's take a look at this. Oh. Oh, no. This won't do it all. The copy is incomplete. It's aged to the point that parts are unreadable. And the parts that are readable, well, Bardic has come a long way since ancient times.
What does that mean?
It means I can't read it to the court. Without the verse, I won't be able to convince Elisif of the importance of the burning of King Olaf festival. If she isn't convinced of the festival's importance, then she won't reverse her decision to stop the effigy burning. It means that the burning of King Olaf, which the Bard's College has held for time immemorial, won't be happening.
Can't we just make up the missing parts of the verse?
Make it up? That doesn't seem appropriate. I suppose I could copy his style based on what you brought me, but I have no idea what happened in between these verses.
We can do this. What's the first verse?
Oh, Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenex, a con for the ages. King Olaf was Olaf One-Eye? He famously captured the dragon Numenex and took him to Dragon's Reach. What do we say really happened?
Olaf made a deal with Numenex. That sounds good.
Olaf did become king, and Numenex escaped later. It's entirely possible. And I'm sure the court will like that. I'm writing it in.
Okay, what's next?
Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Strange. According to history, Solitude attacked Winterhold, but Asgeir seemed to be saying Olaf reacted. What do we say happened?
Olaf ordered disguised troops to attack Solitude?
And they got the orders backwards. Yes, I'm writing that in. It should be good for a laugh from the court.
Is that it?
It has a few final lines, but that's all we needed to add. I need to head to court immediately and present this. You should come.
Walking along with an NPC, walking along with an NPC. Can't go faster, faster you see, 'cause I'm walking along with an NPC. Don't ask.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
You and me both. Multiple choices, which I suspect had multiple possible consequences. Might be overthinking it.
Trouble?
No. None at all.
I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it. I do hope the court likes the verse. I think we've done an excellent job of recreating it.
Are we ready?
I think my voice is ready. I hope we've done this well.
Hold your breath, guys. Moment of truth.
Ah, Viarmo. I assume you are here to petition for the reinstatement of the burning of King Olaf Festival.
I am, Jarl. I wish to present King Olaf's verse from the Poetic Edda, recovered this very day from the Bard's tomb.
You mentioned something that would convince us the festival should take place, but I didn't expect King Olaf's lost verse. Please proceed.
O Olaf, our subjugator, the one-eyed betrayer, death-dealing demon and dragon-killing king, your legend is lies, lurid, and false. Your cunning capture of Numenx, a con for the ages. No shouting match between dragon and man, no fire or fury did this battle entail. Olaf struck a deal to make himself king. Numenx let go, though none tell that tale. Olaf grabbed power by promise and threat. From Falkreath to Winterhold, they fell to their knees. But Solitude stood strong, Skyrim's truest protectors. Olaf's vengeance was instant, inspired, and wicked. Olaf gave orders, Winterhold disguises, an attack on Solitude, total destruction to follow. His men dressed up and then went out to fight, but they reversed Olaf's orders, much to Winterhold's sorrow. So ends
Thane
the story
Briley,
of
at your
Olaf,
service.
a liar, a thief, and a scoundrel. We of Solitude commit to the fire. In Solitude, bards train for their service. They also gather each year and burn a king who deserves it.
You have proven your point, Viarmo. The festival is truly a celebration of solitude and a condemnation of false kings.
I thank you, and the college thanks you, Jarl.
Furthermore, I believe that such a fine poem deserves some payment of patronage. The college will be moderately rewarded.
Oh, thank you yet again. I will make sure our applicant, who was instrumental in recovering the poem, will be well rewarded. Unbelievable! You have done us a great service here. I can't begin to thank you enough.
Does that mean I'm a bard now?
Soon. Soon. These things must be done properly. You will be inducted as part of the festival itself. I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Clean there.
bard-to-be. Did
The
Viarmo
festival is
send
back
you?
on.
I'll tell everyone we're ready, but we'll start the festival at dusk. Come talk to me after dark. We'll get the festival started when you do.
Okay, so it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Surely.
Ah, the bard-to-be. Great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
Just follow.
There's the man himself. There's the man himself.
Welcome, people of Solitude! We of the Bards College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant. With the lighting of the effigy, he becomes a full-fledged member of the Bards College. Please welcome our newest bard.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
like you.
So I'm a bard?
Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event. And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give you.
600 gold. Whew.
You there. Have you performed your voice exercises today?
Always. Perfection takes dedication, after all.
Yes, well, see that you keep at it. That is all.
You might as well have some sweets. I made them for the festival, after all.
I'll take myself an apple pie. Why not?
Thank you so much. The festival has really increased my sales.
How are your sales?
Oh, very brisk. When the snow sets in, even the hardiest Nord needs some spiced wine to warm the blood.
Nice. What do you need from the docks?
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time.
Is your spice wine made from a secret recipe?
Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any.
Giving away any spice wine, huh?
Just one bottle per customer, except for the man who saved the festival. Here's a couple of bottles for you.
Ooh, I got wine! I got apple pie and wine, people. Now we can party.
Thanks for convincing Elisif to put this on again.
I thought the festival wasn't happening this year.
Yeah, forget snow-capped mountains. We'll oh wait. Yeah, we're still in snow-capped mountains.
You there.
Oh well, anyway.
Voice exercises today.
Always. Perfection takes
I believe Sanguine would be pleased with this festival.
Yes, well, congratulations on getting the festival restored.
Whose neck is that? Is that what it wants me to ask? Oh, fine, I'm game.
Lorena. That fool student of mine stole my flute and sold it to some necromancer. I just got a ransom note for it. That flute has been handed down for 17 generations. Well, don't just stand there. Go get my flute.
Why would a necromancer want your flute?
Apparently, Lorena told him some story about the flute being able to make the dead dance. It's just a flute. A really old and valuable flute, but just a flute. Now you can say you've met the most talented bard in all of Skyrim.
You've done well by restoring our festival.
Okay, yeah. So these things will most likely be put in the miscellaneous things. Go around, see if I can't find these professors, find out what they want, and get their quest, and then, yeah. The only thing about streams that happen from conventions and stuff like that is I'm always even more going, oh, I want to be there. But yeah, I knew I was streaming while Nerdtacular was going on, but you know, not everyone's a Diamond Pantser. Is that what we do when we like Diamond Club and Frog Pants? We call everyone a Diamond Pantser? Anyway.
Few can resist my charms.
Okay. Okay, fine. That's a bardic skill. We'll accept.
You're new here, right? Welcome to the bar. I'm so glad you got a tougher task than they gave me.
Diamond Group. Yeah, that's only one person calls us that, and we won't talk about that. It's just such a tragic thing still. Anyway.
You know,
Aw. Doesn't mean that as a sarcastic awe. I realize that totally came out as that, but. Okay, probably for now. Actually, knowing this thing, I bet you that there's just one side quest at a time, right? So I need to find a flute. Smack a necromancer around and find a flute. Because right now it's 2:38, so we carry this on till 3. You know. Should be enough time to gather a flute from a necromancer. I hope. Plus I get to try my new sword out. Haha. Okay. I was checking that I turned my power off on this thing. Where I do the streaming stuff, sometimes I sillily forget to.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Whew! We got a long way to go before that happens. Okay. So remember how it gave you guys that promise of, yeah, no, that's not. At some point we'll get to Winterhold, all of this stuff. I mean, heck, I learned about the Shrine of Azura and I still haven't gotten there, right? So. It's not going to be so easy to get the food as you thought. Yeah, exactly. That's part of it, is going all the way there. Eventually we'll be in that area and then we'll get back to it. Let's try to get them to let go of that wine shipment, and then we will start to at least make our way to the main quest, if not actually get there. Haven't been to the docks, so. Is that catacombs? It is. I was curious if it was, so I couldn't help myself. Local map. Victoria VCs. Okay. So behind me. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know just in case I need to get there. Apparently that's not where I have to go, so. Ah, yes. Have to wait, because it's late at night. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's usually a good time. To see that shady guy wants me to go to the docks and turn the lighthouse off. I was talking about this a little earlier in the stream before you showed up, but just the idea, I don't really like it. Somewhere in town now, looks like, so just have to find her. Ooh, okay, so she is down at the docks now. Well. Let's see here. Okay. So it's right by the farm. Sweet. Travel down to the farm, then travel down there. Wonder where the docks are. This is the warehouse. Now, how do I get down to? I suspect that's where she is. Okay, there's the steps. It's telling me she's in the warehouse.
You talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you. You have no knowledge of who you speak to. Go away.
Fine.
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding, you see. So many details to work out.
Yvette San asked me to check on her shipment of spice.
Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set.
Jeez, you're like the East India Trading Company. Shoot. She can't afford a tariff. She can barely afford her stand.
That's not my problem. I really need to get back. Some say I got my... Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the... That would be acceptable. You can tell Yvette San her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly.
I'm pretty sure I just paid someone off. And as soon as I paid him off, a guard told me to stay out of trouble. So, that's a thing. I'm just walking past you. Quit being hostile. Jeez. You want knives? Who you think you are, Solgen or something? Like you're asking me if I want an axe or something? I have to get used to this new Twitch app. It's got everything moved interestingly.
Wanderer like you needs a little fire in the veins. Some spice
East
wine?
Empire Company is sending up your spices.
Thank you so much. I swear it's a fight with them every shipment. Here's something for your troubles.
Woo! We got 2 more bottles of spiced wine, boys and girls.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
You have no idea. So yeah, let's sell some of those dragon bits.
Coin or two for a veteran?
Beer and... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
Okay, so we now need to get here. He's all the way down there. Riften. So. I'm thinking Riften's down there. Chances are the best place for me to start from is Iverstead and work my way down. I could be completely wrong, but I might find stuff along the way. Not all of us. Not all of us, I'm telling you. I've always wondered, does this game restock potion shops and stuff like that? Since they've got a limited supply, does it restock them? Or if you buy it, can you just not buy from there anymore in the game? Man, this city does feel tiny when you compare it to the... Clairvoyance. Okay. There are always a couple of things along the way. Anytime you go into a new city, it never fails. Come on down, boys. That's got frost in it. It does what it says on the label.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
Your skin, are you ill?
I am one of the afflicted. I'd have been dead from this plague a year ago if not for Peryite's protection.
Where are you going?
Returning to High Rock. Our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Peryite's wrath may consume those who remain with him. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
Find Kesh at the Peryite's shrine. Okay. Got another thing to be curious about later. Walking through the woods in the middle of the night. What could possibly go wrong? Wait, really? Really? This is gonna be a thing? Yeah, it is. Where are ya? You, oh. Oh, really? Well... I don't see a way of attacking that right now. Because I am in a flat plane that does not go high enough to even deal with that. Go forward and see if we can't find one. Also, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure I want to deal with a freaking dragon right now. I've already dealt with one today. There we go, judo chopped him. Love it when I do that to a wolf. these woods are infested by freaking frostbolts. Frostbite. Frostbolt. Frostbite spiders. Well, come on.
Hello there, friend. How lucky for you to chance upon a bard on the road.
What are you doing out here?
The best tales are those of adventure. Who could truly write such a tale without first experiencing such?
I've talked to him before. Remembered as soon as he started telling me that. Okay, these woods are a bit of a maze. Ooh, ooh. That's a guard, I think, which means Heartwood Mill, huh? And as we discover Heartwood Mill, oh, and a guard took care of a frostbite spider, it would appear. We've got to, for the video on demand listeners, listen to me. For the video on demand watchers, we got to wrap this one up. If you want to follow all the other Let's Plays, go to tscn.tv/play. And until next time, play on and see you guys.